Hello, everybody. Welcome to your AEW Revolution prediction show with Jeff and Ryan. I am Jeff, and that's
I'm
Ryan.
Ryan. Yeah,
God damn, I figured that out right.
you'll get it eventually.
He's that way,
Eventually it will come to you that I'm on this side of you and not this side of you because
but
the
it's
opposite of what
it's
the camera
opposite
is.
taste. It's opposite.
Opposite of the camera. It's your boy Ryan.
Yeah.
You know what it
I
is.
don't like
Like,
that.
share, subscribe, all
It's
that good
confusing.
stuff, as we always say, right, Jeff?
Yeah, do that. Do all of
But
that.
we got
Oh,
some.
God,
We got
that's
some
very close.
predictions coming your way. We got some AEW Revolution predictions. A great looking card right as of right now. I mean, no changes coming up that I'm aware of, but it looks like a pretty solid card.
I think the only thing we have to, or the only thing I guess that is going to be up in the air is who's going to be the last person in the Revolution ladder match. That's
plus
tonight.
the surprise entrant. It's 6th and then a 7th for the surprise.
So we have two surprises as of this moment because we don't know who wins on Rampage.
So this is where, and we talked about this, we're doing it before Rampage. So when we get to that match, I have two predictions based on whatever happens tonight on Rampage. We'll get to it.
You could just do that?
Well, no, because I told you, I said this before, I'll say it again. If Ethan Page wins, I'm picking Ethan Page. If he doesn't win tonight, then I have Wardlow.
Whatever. I'll be back in a half second.
All right. So, well, half second man over here is looking for his title belt. That he just.
I know where mine is.
Just beat. I'm not sure mine. I gotta find it. Just beat me out by a match.
Okay.
We're gonna see where this takes us. So
you shut up. Me and Pockethausen are gonna take you down.
You and Pockethausen can have fun. All right. You and Pockethausen can have fun. How about Hookhausen?
Hookhausen's a good one. That's a good one.
So speaking of Hookhausen, he has a match this week.
Yes, his first pay-per-view match, and it is against.
It's a buy-in match, but still, it's a match.
Great. It's a match, man.
And it's a match that he will destroy QT Marshall in, I'd say, 3 minutes, 2.5, 3 minutes.
Is this the Professor's Challenge or?
I'm saying 2.5, 3 minutes. He beats him.
I'm in on that. I too have Hook, in this. We will. Just if you're going to write down. If you don't. Do you want to write these down? Do you have them like prepared to be written down?
Yeah, I had it and I lost it. Hold on, I did have it.
Jesus, can't trust.
Listen, man, I got a meeting on the one side while I'm doing this. It's a whole big fiasco.
Physically working. Yes. I'm putting this underneath the notes for someone's claim. Someone's gonna be like, "What does that mean? What is a hook?"
I got it. Hold on. Relax.
Wait, what is a hook?
Right, so we both have Hookhausen. Hook. All right. Next match is legit Layla Hirsch taking on the alien Chris Statlander.
Yes. I'm taking Statlander, man. Taking Statlander.
Okay.
She said that she's you're going to see a new side of Statlander. So I believe that we're going to get a new kind of Statlander, a repackaged Statlander that is going to come out and whoop the tush of legit Layla Hirsch. Even though I love Layla Hirsch, I think I'm going to have to take Statlander on that.
I've had Statlander this entire time, and I think
until I said it. Now you want to be
the only reason it's not going to be Statlander is I think the comment of the adoption thing. I think they're gonna set that in and let her build off of that for this win here. Otherwise, I had Statlander the entire way. I just feel like that changing thing. I feel like that's where the turn came into play, and I think that's what's going to give legit that. What's the word I'm looking for? That anger to basically come out.
Baby face motivation to, even if she's the bad guy.
Yeah, she's the bad guy. I don't saw my computer time. Just realized.
She's the bad guy.
So that's why I'm going legit Layla Hirsch over your Statlander. So I guess we're gonna have within the first 30 minutes of the show, we'll have a 1-1. Somebody's gonna be 1-1. Somebody's gonna be 2-0, and it's gonna be me. All right.
And then we're gonna have to talk off mic to figure out what we're doing for Wrestle League for that one.
Yes, we will.
Because
I'll go with you. I'll go with Stat on that one for Wrestle League. Okay.
Last time you went with me, each time it was not a great idea. So.
Well, we went with me for Wrestle League on that one, and I got every single one wrong for SummerSlam
Survivor Series. We got killed on that one.
We got murdered on Survivor Series.
Sure did.
So,
All right. So our next up match was the TBS Championship. We got that bitch Jay Cargill and Tay Conti. This should not be a
It's gonna be
question.
that bitch. There's no question. It's that bitch.
Cargill for the win. Don't even try it.
If Ty wins, I'd be really surprised, and I'd be really disappointed.
It would be very dumb.
I'd be really disappointed because you're building Jade to be basically the Goldberg of AEW right now, and she's doing a phenomenal job. And you got to keep that streak going, and you got to have this title held for a long time, unless you're bringing someone legit in to beat her.
Did you say Layla Hirsch is going to win the TBS Championship?
No, I mean like
you just said legit.
But I mean like actual like legit star.
I see your crypticness. I understand where you're at.
Like if they pulled a Bailey, a Sasha, like okay, I get that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Obviously, if one of those
coming in taking that title, like
if one of them come in, that makes sense.
Even Mercedes Martinez, if they build her a little bit better and get her
in time, because she's a big muscly woman as well.
I mean, she's a good person to take that title. So I'm just saying.
I think athletically they would match each other better. Yeah, so I think that'd be okay to see that.
I think it'd be a solid matchup. I think it's just too soon to take the title off her, and it'd be dumb if they did.
True, I'm with you. I'm with you, buddy. Okay, so that's an easy peasy lemon squeezy. Next match, it's the first ever 6-man tornado tag match in AEW.
Oh, that's easy, man. Come on.
This is Darby, Sammy, and Sting against the AHFO. So what do we have there, sir?
That's easy. The AHFO, duh.
I'm sorry.
No, of course not. This is where the AHFO breakdown. This is where Matt Hardy leaves them. He joins Jeff, hopefully, probably on Wednesday night.
He gets so erratic
Friday.
that Andrade is going to challenge him to come out and ask him what he's doing on Wednesday. And when he comes out, there's going to be more than one Hardy boy.
Yep, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I see. So obviously, and Sting hasn't lost a match yet in AEW tag. Doesn't matter singles. So I'm going with Sting, Darby, and Sammy.
Yes. And I think that is an easy pin of Isaiah Cassidy. It's not on here, but I just think he's going to be the one who takes that.
I don't know. Matt may screw Andrade. That's what may break them up more instead of using those Isaiah as the guinea pig for this one.
Oh, you don't like that.
Because that's why Andrade will fight him.
He will beat his little kid up. I'm telling you.
I'm saying.
But yes, that's an easy peasy as well. We got Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting. I'd like to see Sammy start getting like TNT matches on here instead of being in weird mixed match teams.
Again, he's not gonna hold the title much longer.
Sammy's like a faction hoe.
Sammy's not holding the title much longer, though, so it's okay.
He's a faction hoe, is what he is. He's in
I got a lot to say there, but no evidence to back it up, so we're just gonna keep moving.
He's in the vlog crew. He's kind of sort of in the inner circle. He's kind of sort of in the Sting Darby super group
with CM Punk sometimes.
It's like sometimes they're like they interchange. Like
I mean,
Darby's Sammy, sometimes it's
Punk. With Sting, he's obviously tagged with Sting. He's tagged with Moxley. He's tagged with Sammy, CM Punk. Like Darby's just tagging with everybody.
Yeah, Darby's got to get his show on the road in a little bit, but we'll allow it for now. Oh, thank you, Hank Mardukas.
All right, so what's the next match? You got the card in front of you.
Yes, next up we have the 3-way AEW Tag Team Championship match. We have the Lucha, or not the Luchas. I literally saying Lucha because I saw Luchasaurus. Jurassic Express, Young Bucks, Red Dragon. Who do you got here, man?
It's going to be Jurassic Express, in my opinion, because I feel that this is, as we talked about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when we talked about it, I said that, you're going to see Red Dragon and Bucks in this match. As soon as they announced it was going to be a 3-way tag match, and we had talked about this, and it makes this most sense. This is how you keep them with the titles, because they'll attack them at the beginning, and then they'll realize, no, you can't get the win. I want the win. And it'll be a back and forth. They'll cause each other the match, and that'll build to their feud. And then we can get Santana Ortiz taking these titles sooner than later down the line.
I hope so. I hope that's the point. I'm the same as you. I believe that Lucha Brother, or no, God damn, I keep saying Lucha Brothers. You know what it is? I walked in today. I noticed that I have the second set of the Lucha Brothers action figures, the gold set, like because I have their original set where they're in like the white get up, they're in their white and black outfits, and then they have their gold ones. I was thinking like, do I put them where the other ones were, or do I like just add them to the wall? And
Yeah,
I was just very
they're gold.
confused. And
Okay.
then for some reason, it's just been Lucha Brothers on my goddamn brain for
Lucha Brothers.
way too long. But
Great.
yes, I'm going to also take Jurassic Express here.
Listen,
So
I don't
far,
see us.
Wrestle League's doing okay.
I don't see us making any big difference in picks except for like one match that I'm still contemplating on.
Yeah, so far I think like this match that is up next here on our card, I can see us having differences because it could go either way.
Yep.
Moxley versus Bryan Danielson.
This is the one I think. This is the one I was thinking of, and
because you can see cases easily for both of these guys to win.
So I'll put it this way: you go first this time.
See, I think that this it depends. If this tag team is going to be a thing, Moxley has to win. Because I believe if Moxley wins and they both bleed and they both beat each other up, Moxley's then going to respect him. But on the other side of that, you could see that maybe if Moxley loses, or if Moxley wins rather, then Danielson's going to not like that he lost, and he's going to pout, and it's just going to be a big regular feud. So I don't know. I'm going to just go with my heart here, and I'm going to go with Gian. I'm going to go with Gian Moxley.
So that's who I'm also picking. I struggled with this one as well, and I thought about this way. I thought about the opposite way. If Bryan Danielson wins the match, then but they both bleed, then they both gain that respect at the end of the day because Moxley won't go to war somebody who makes them bleed, and I think that would build to a later feud to have Moxley turn around and win. So
yeah, it's a very difficult one.
That's why I want to say Bryan Danielson here. But
you're going to say Danielson though?
But going to go. We'll go Moxley on the card.
Okay, flip flops.
No, I'm saying for the card. For your card, we're gonna say Moxley because we both agree on Moxley.
Okay, but on your picks for just here.
Picks. You're gonna go. It's gonna be a tough one.
So for the show, this show that we are doing,
this would be his second loss ever in AEW if he takes this L here.
But he would take it to a Jon Moxley, and that's not a terrible thing.
It's not, and Moxley already lost to him when he was first coming up, so I'm going Moxley as well.
Okay, that's that one I figured would be hard. There's a couple, honestly.
Well, after Dynamite, the way it ended, yeah, there are a couple I'm still struggling with, but let's see what we got next on the docket.
On the docket, we have young man. Next up is Chris Jericho against Eddie Kingston.
That's easy.
Eddie gets the big win, right?
Yep. I mean, he had at this point, I feel he has to. He needs it. He's more over than not. He deserves the win at this point. Still think he should have beat CM Punk, but whatever. That is what it is. That's neither here nor there at this point. But I've taken Eddie Kingston on this one. I'm intrigued to see how this goes, though, because I feel like you're going to see Santana and Ortiz there. Do they help or hurt this match? Is it because I want Eddie Kingston to win straight up. I don't need like outside interference type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like I want a great match out of these two. I think it'll be a great hard hitting match.
Oh yeah.
I think this is what's going to like. Our Santana is going to come out there, and Jericho, being Jericho, does his Jericho-esque things and says, "Hey, I'm going to shake your hands because I'm going to respect you if you beat me," and then slaps him across the face. And this is how Santana and Ortiz turn heel.
Yeah, because they're not going to like that they disrespect. He'd still disrespect
because he still disrespected him after the fact when he said he wouldn't, and he goes, "See, you can't trust you." So like, that's where I'm like, but it's Eddie Kingston all the way. I mean, there's no way Eddie Kingston shouldn't win this one. I mean, listen, Jericho's got his moments, he's had his moments, but this is one that Eddie Kingston deserves to get the W for the pay-per-view in this one.
Yeah, I agree 100%. The only thing I was saying about Eddie was that what I was thinking in the background that would kind of take it away from him is if he gets the big win, does he still have like that underdog mentality, or like does he have to kind of change his entire game up a little bit? Being like, Eddie's always the guy who can't win the big one, but you love him because he can't win the big one. But like, one day he will. Like, I don't know. It's a very hard one to go through.
That's a good one. I mean, that's a tough one because, like you said, that then he wins the big one. But
then, like, everybody's gonna be annoyed if Jericho wins.
Well, everyone's gonna be annoyed. But if he wins the big one, and they continue to tell that story of Jericho said, "Listen, you're a failure because you know what you don't deserve it," and then he fails later down the line, that builds a better story of Eddie Kingston. You know what I mean?
Without doubt.
He achieved it, did it, but he doesn't think he deserved it, and then he falls off the rails,
right?
Type of deal.
Because that's where my other thing is. Maybe Santana and Ortiz, maybe they turn during the match when Eddie's about to lose it to help Eddie win the match. So like he wins the big one, but did he win the big one?
See, that's the thing. Like they could do that. I want to see a straight up win. I
think we all do, but I think at the same time, I don't think I'd cry about a heel faction of Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz, the LAX kind of thing.
No, I
think that would be a fantastic run for those.
I think it'd be a great play. I mean, again, this can go either. This is one that can go either way. I'm going with my heart and what I feel will be done, and that's giving it to Eddie Kingston. But I was proven wrong at the pay-per-view when CM Punk beat him. So
yeah, that's true too.
That was sad.
Well, I guess they were saving that first loss.
I lost the title because of that match right there.
They were saving that first loss for MJF anyway.
I figured I was just going with my heart.
Don't ever go with your heart, bro.
That's why I should go with Statlander over Layla Hirsch, and that's why I'm going to lose.
Don't you goddamn try to copy me.
But it's okay. I originally was having Stat until the whole thing, and I'm going off my heart again instead of
definitely turn that thing.
So we'll see. So we got for that next one.
Where's my wrestle card at? Okay. Next up, we have the Face of the Revolution ladder match.
Okay, so here's my two options. I told you this already.
Okay.
If Ethan Page does not win tonight, then it's going to Wardlow. Hands down. Hands down, Wardlow's winning this. He's taking the title off of Sammy, and he's going on a Miro-esque run for this title with this title.
Yes.
Or he gets screwed by MJF and ends up losing the title. But either way, Wardlow wins it. If Ethan Page wins, like we talked about on our Dynamite review, this is where you can build. This is where you build the breakup of the Men of the Year, in my opinion, because this is where you have Scorpio take the title off of Sammy. He wins the title, and then
why is Scorpio winning it?
Because Scorpio deserves the title, in my opinion. Scorpio deserves this TNT title.
No, this is fantasy booking. Everybody, please just remember this is fantasy booking. Scorpio Sky is not on this card.
No. So what I'm saying is Dan Lambert said, I'm going to get you a title shot before the winner of this ladder match. So whoever wins this ladder match, Scorpio Sky gets to face Sammy first, and then they get to face the winner of that match after. What I'm saying. That's what they already talked about. It was done 2 weeks ago on Dynamite.
I just feel like the only thing I just don't see this ladder match being the thing that pushes Men of the Year. I don't think
it's going to be a push of the year. It's going to be a breakup of the Men of the Year.
Keith Lee and Wardlow in this match, and they're going to push the Men of the Year out of all of this.
Yes,
I don't think so.
That is my thought because I think
you are right to have thoughts, but
I think you're going to hold off on that Wardlow push, and I don't think Keith Lee's getting it. I just don't think Keith Lee's going to get it right now. I just don't. But listen, Ethan Page not in the match. It's going to Wardlow, 100%.
I think Wardlow is the winner here. I think it's going to start. Sadly, I think we're going to have another. Oh, is this a new guy in the company? Cool. Hey, Mr. Keith Lee, you're going to have a whole ass feud with Team Taz again. So him and Eddie or him and Ricky Starks have a lot of.
We've seen how Team Taz feuds go. Where's Brian Cage now?
He's re-signed, dude. He's here till 2023.
They re-signed him. They chose the
for Ring of Honor.
He doesn't want it. Yeah, that's where he's going. This
has been a giant thing. You didn't.
He's obviously going to Ring of Honor. We talked about this, but
yeah,
I'm just saying. Whoever feuds with Team Taz.
I will have in news later, but Cody Rhodes.
I was going to say
with WWE.
I didn't know if you were going to talk about the news
and fizzled.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were going to talk about it in the news, so I didn't want to bring it up. I figured you're going to do a news report
on it. But that's pretty funny. Like, where do you go if it's actually fizzling, or is it a smoke screen to be like,
Well,
it's fizzling out, and then like he
there was
shows up.
never. I think there was never a conversation, if you ask me.
No, I think it fizzled just in
I
time
think it's
for
been. I think it's
his
been AEW
ROH
all the
stuff.
way. It's just been AEW Ring of Honor all the way.
Yeah,
Like him and Tony were talking. He's like, "Listen, this is what I want. So I'm not going to resign with AEW. I'll resign for Ring of Honor and be the booker for Ring of Honor." I legit think that's what it's been this entire time.
because when
And
I
could be wrong, but
when I was doing the last news or whatever, DDP said like that Cody called him a few days before and said like he wanted to let him know what he was doing before he did it because
but he
he
couldn't
trusts
tell
him
you.
and all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like what was said there kind of like it kind of did go like raise your eyebrows because you're like,
yeah.
What do you mean? Like if you're just going to WWE, you would just say I'm going to WWE. And instead he's saying I'm doing something different, but I can't tell you everything yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's too simple.
That's why I'm telling you. I think it's been this play the entire time. He's been playing off of everyone going, "Oh, he's going to WWE," and there was never real talks. I think it's always been this Ring of Honor deal that they're talking about. That's why he's not really with AEW. He's with Ring of Honor.
Yeah. And if you want to let him do it, do it.
I'm good. Okay, as long as not. I mean, I'd like to see him wrestle. Yeah, but I mean, if he wants to be a head booker, I mean, that's fine with me. He didn't want to wrestle his entire career. He wanted to get into that eventually, so I'm down with it.
I remember he said he wasn't like long for the wrestling part anyway.
Yeah, so I'm down with that.
That's what he wants to do. Cool, man.
All right, so we got next on the card.
Okay, so we didn't really pick. So for the actual Wrestle League, you want?
We both pick Wardlow, right?
We're gonna go with Wardlow for that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fine with me. I'll go with Wardlow with you. I'll accept all of your
match card going there.
I'm not going to fight you on that. It's just
for this card we'll do.
It's up in the air. Like this. It literally could go to anyone. Like they could swerve us, and Ricky Starks could just be like, screw you. We'll have jumps up and grabs the ring himself. You know what I mean? Like this literally could go anywhere. Cesaro could come out. He could end up winning the thing. Like Cesaro could be the extra.
I think that has to be the favorite on someone to come in right now because he's completely free agent and he can come right away.
Yep.
That would be him and Johnny Gargano real quick.
But
I think Gargano's a couple months away still. Like
I
baby's still fresh, you know. Like
I'm not like pushing for him to be there. Like I said, he had a baby. Listen, I have 4 of them, so
like you don't want to leave him 5 minutes.
I wouldn't be pushing to go back.
No.
Like I mean, I obviously wants to get back in the ring, but like he wants to spend time with his child and stuff like that. And I get that. So like I'm not pushing him to be there. I'm just saying he's another option. That's all.
Yeah. So we shall see. But all right. So let's see. We have 3 matches left. 2 are for titles, and 1 is a pick your kink match.
This is
so we have the women's championship match first here.
I gotta go Thunder.
I'm going Thunder as well. I truly believe that like Britt has had a huge reign. She has done a lot for the title, but I think at the end of the day, this is the time to pull the plug on it. Let Thunder Rosa get a run with this title and see what she can do with it. I just think it's a smart move to do it that way.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's an easy one. Have anything else to say about that match, young man?
Nope. I mean, they could, like I said, because Thunder Rosa wins. That's the only thing that's like, maybe I should go with Britt Baker and they continue her title reign for a little bit longer because they want her to be a Cheetah level, if not higher. That's my only thought.
But I think she's done the title right in a different way. You know, like but she doesn't have the longest title reign, but her title reign was probably the most meaningful. You know, strictly off of what she was able to do in storylines and unsanctioned matches, and like she was able to pull off a lot of really good things to put eyes on that title. So I think that she's gonna do just fine, even without the title. She's a star, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh yeah, wholeheartedly. I agree. She's definitely a star.
So next up is pick your kink.
And pick your kink. This is where I struggle because
the kink was chosen as a dog collar match.
This was the struggle because
loser has to wear a furry outfit.
MJF already beat him twice.
Yes.
So do you want to? But technically only once. But he beat him twice, and it's like, all right, well, he has to beat him again. So go MJF.
I know. I'm torn on this one as well.
But like, then it's like, well, do you want CM Punk to get the W again?
I'm torn on 3 matches, and this is one of them. The next 2 are just they tear me. I don't know. So I don't know.
I'm struggling here. This
I feel like
tough one here.
I feel like The reason I would say Punk for this match is if Punk wins, because I feel like, remember they were saying earlier in this feud that they're both chasing the championship,
Yeah.
but like basically the winner of this is moving to chasing the title, or the loser of it isn't, kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
not like it wasn't like a stipulation.
Yeah,
It was kind of how it was said.
That's why I'm saying it's MJF, because MJF's the next one with the title. I feel
So
like that's why
the only reason I would say Punk would be, I think that MJF's next feud is actually going to be Wardlow, because he said he can keep that title. If Wardlow wins that, he wins the Face of the Revolution ladder match, then wins the TNT Championship, and he has a title before MJF does in this company. He's then going to say, "You work for me, give me the title." That's when you're going to have that complete heel turn, because Wardlow's going to be like, "No, I earned this thing." Blah blah blah. Tony Khan's going to offer him a contract, like a real one, and I think your next feud is going to be that Wardlow MJF blow off that they were waiting for. So I think if you're gonna do that now, which the way you're showing that Wardlow, like they're increasingly showing Wardlow, he's increasingly getting more frustrated with what he's doing, as far as like not like behind the scenes, I mean like on screen, with like what he has to do for Max all the time, and he's starting to stand up to all of the members of the Pinnacle. I think that they're getting ready to let that thing go, and it would be a tainted title picture if MJF is going for the world title, but at the same time Wardlow is snapping on him. It's too much. So I think they might move towards the MJF Wardlow storyline if MJF loses. Punk then would elevate to the title picture, depending on who wins.
I would have to.
Right. There's a lot. Obviously, there's so much.
There's a lot to unpack here. I agree. I was always considering, like, are they going to push that MJF Wardlow feud this early? Like, that was where
it seems like they're
was.
just. I mean, he's standing up to everybody weekly now, and he's on TV like weekly, where before he was not. So, like, so that's why I think it's the difference.
And it's only 2 months away from the pay-per-view, if they even last that long. If they even let this feud last, because sometimes I will say that they do have like feuds last longer than they should at times.
Yeah.
So
I agree, but I mean, this is a storyline that's been going on for a while, so I think they can pull it off. They're very good at it. Anything with MJF on it,
and then that means you can give Punk. I mean, you can give Page. I'm going with Adam Page for the win, the finals. So you give Adam Page the win. He gets another 60 days of the title. That'll get him over 100. And then he's in the realm of Jericho and all that stuff. So he's not like the lowest holding, or he could be still, but at least he's got that 100 days under his belt. He can beat Punk, and it's okay.
Right.
At that point. Whereas if you do it this soon, you're talking 60 days out from now. He's at what, I think 120. That would put him at the lowest, because Jericho had it for 182. So that would put Hangman at the lowest. I think they're going to let that go a little bit longer. I said this is a tough one. Like I feel like MJF is the one to do it, because then you go for that thing, that title, and even if you make MJF the shortest reigning champion, and he beats Hangman All Out, and then that feud causes Wardlow and MJF to feud, and he loses the title right away because he doesn't have Wardlow to get him the W type of deal.
Yeah, that could be it too. That's what I'm saying. There's so much option to go for on here. It really does.
But I mean, we were talking about this earlier in the week. I wanted to say MJF, but at the same time, I think Punk.
I don't know if you're gonna have like this weird feud where Punk can't get it over on MJF ever.
Like, it took Jericho 3 matches to beat him?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, yes, you want to keep. I know you want to keep MJF super strong, because he is going to be one of your biggest. He is your biggest. I think once he becomes champion, I honestly think that out of everybody so far, and any that's been champion, I think he would probably top anybody's reign if he keeps up the way he is on the microphone, and obviously when he gets in the ring.
I don't know,
because he doesn't fight that much, but I think he's literally going to be. He can easily be the best champion that they have, because he's young. He has a lot more to pull.
I don't think he's better than a Kenny Omega or a Jon Moxley.
Oh, and I'm not saying that that's both very good reigns. They're both. I think they're the top 2 reigns easily, but I think that he has a huge chance to usurp them because of his mic skills and how young he is. And like honestly, we don't see much of MJF like compared like now we are, but it took until he was done with that um until he's done with like MLW for him to fully like be ingrained in AEW system. So
Yeah.
I think we're just kind of I still think we're tip of the iceberg with MJF. I don't think this is everything yet. Like I think he is that damn good. Like he's not lying when he says in 2024 there's going to be a huge bidding war between WWE and AEW for him. Because I think he's going to be that hot of a commodity that everybody's going to want him because he's going to be the one who draws. You know, like when he says things, they turn into t-shirts. When he says things, they turn into memes. Like I think I saw his mid promo is on TikTok now. Like people are literally using it for like their state, their city, how the dinner was. Like they're using that audio of his whole your state is mid. Like
but like that's why I'm
I
like,
just think he's going to be transcendent at this point.
if you give again, that's why I'm struggling. We haven't made a pick because it's a tough match, and if MJF wins, MJF is clearly taking the title off of Hangman Page at All Out. Which
I don't think he's losing his first. Match.
And I also say that because
not first title match,
MJF wins that title at All Out. That shows out of all the reigns that Hangman's was the least impactful because he had the least amount, which gives him motivation to come back and build for a title reign later down the line because he still has time as well under his belt in this in AEW.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's why like I could see MJF winning it because of those factors, but I also could see CM Punk because they want to wait until Double or Nothing to give MJF that title shot after they do that blow off match.
Because you can't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't hold off forever on a guy like CM Punk or on a guy like Bryan Danielson. Like you don't have that kind of time. At the same time, you don't want to wait 2-3 years to give MJF a title. Like they really have. There's a lot they can do, and that's why I love it because they have so much they can do with it that we don't know. Just for sake of finally making a pick, I'm going to go with the best in the world, CM Punk.
I'm going to go CM Punk as well. I'm going to agree with that.
I just think maybe this is where the Wardlow thing starts, and maybe like there's a part where it's like Wardlow end him kind of thing, and he goes and Wardlow hits him with the no, I'm good, and then that's how the fallout begins for their feud where Wardlow refuses to help him win, like because that's a weird. I mean, not weird, but that was a cool seed to plant this week by him saying, "I can't win titles because I'm too busy always making sure you win," and then getting slapped in the face by MJF. That could be like the thing he needed, where he's like, "All right, bet," and then at the pay-per-view, I could see him at Revolution when MJF says like, "Do it, whatever it is," hit him with a chair, power bomb. He turns to him and goes, "No," and walks away, and that's enough distraction for Punk to hit him with the GT no, not to go to hell, to go to sleep, GTS. So that's why I'm going to go with MJF to lose this match.
Yep, I have to agree, which means we only have one difference in all of our picks, and that is the Layla
It depends.
Hirsch.
Here we have
it's the
this
pre-show.
AEW championship match.
It's easy. It's Hangman Page. I mean,
God damn it!
I just said Hangman's not
I
want
as much as I love Adam Cole, and I would love them to just
I would love them to give him the title,
but I don't know if he needs it yet.
I think
there's going to be too much going on with him in the near future as well. I believe that they have so much set up for him, the Bucks, Red Dragon, Kenny,
the Bullet Club, possibly.
Switchblade, just because he showed up once.
I feel like that, like you talked about the MJF Wardlow thing. I feel like it's the same with Cole right now. Is they have many feuds that they're going to push that off to, so that
doesn't need a title for it.
That gives him time to come back. Maybe he turns babyface in a year or so and gets the title off of MJF. Maybe he's the one who takes off MJF.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no wrong answer, to be honest. because either way it goes, I'm happy with it, and either way, I think that it's gonna be great. I think if the title stays on, if it stays on Hangman, I'm totally cool with that.
Sorry,
I like Hangman.
the only other match we have possibly different is if Ethan Page wins tonight. That's the only thing that can change. If Ethan Page
Yeah, because
wins,
then you're picking Ethan Page.
then I'm picking Ethan Page.
Yeah, then I'm
And
gonna
I'm
win
going
that
with
one.
that
So
feud.
I'm going to hope that Ethan Page wins because
And then you get the win anyway.
because I'm going to get an easy win there, and I'm going to hold my title
So wait a
high.
minute. So all right. So
I
like,
hope that you are happy about that.
So we have two options. Okay, we have if Statlander loses and Hirsch wins, I win, right?
Yes.
Then if Wardlow wins, then you win if Ethan Page wins tonight. So that means we're at a tie. How do we break this tie? Because this title needs to come off of you and on me. So how are we breaking this tie? What is the tiebreaker option? Are we picking Cesaro as the entrant? Or do you agree with me?
But see, this is the issue that there is like, what if it's like, what if each of us pick someone different as the
well, we'll have two options. Okay, so
hidden guy, but the hidden guy is neither person.
Then we pick something else. So like, I'm going with Cesaro as the option. Who would you think? Who do you think it is?
Cesaro.
Okay, well, say we can't go. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's the same guy.
I say 2.5 minutes is that QT Marshall match. Do you want to go over or under that? Do you want to make that an option? Do you think it's under 3 minutes? Over 3 minutes?
A timing thing. Let's see. Because let me.
But do you? I'm saying like there's only 30 minutes in this pre-show match, so you have to give Layla Hirsch time and you have to give QT time, and Hook is a monster and he hasn't beaten anybody in more than 2.5 minutes. I want to say it is. So is it going to be
Hook?
Over
We could
or
have
under?
the time, or does he kick out of a diamond cutter?
Because
they make him like he no sells everything. Like he no selled a power bomb like 3 weeks ago. Or was that pile driver? Remember he got pile drived and he literally just got up and was like.
Mm-hmm. So does he no sell the diamond cutter and get up?
So I'm saying like, is it like, because I could see with it being with it being an actual like Revolution match, even though it's on the pre-show, they're gonna want to make, if people are like tuning in to see if they want to buy that thing, and like you get Hook out here.
You want to make it a long match, a decent match.
And all of a sudden he gets hit with like the diamond cutter and he just stands back up.
I have to say that he kicks out of that then.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I guess
there.
Because like we both we agree on pretty much all of it.
Yeah, this is the first card we've actually agreed on like majority of it. We've had a few where it's like 3 or 4 on and off, like one-offs. I'm trying to think what we can like.
For the Face the Revolution ladder match, is there an order? Are they all in the ring at once, or they all come out separate, right?
I think they come out separate.
Because then Brian Cage come in as like the last guy, and
he was the last. He was the surprise entrance, yeah.
Did they announce who's first, who's last, kind of thing?
Not that I know of. Not that I saw.
Do you want to see if we can do that as a stipulation?
Again, what if we are nowhere correct, either of us?
Yeah, I get it, but we have like a 1 in 6 chance of being right. That's like less than 33.3%.
So I'm gonna say Keith Lee and Hobbs started off.
Okay, so I say, so what we'll do is, if we both get 1, then oh well, life is life. But if one of us has one of them out of the 2, and the other one has none, that's a tiebreaker. So like we'll pick who the first 2 are. As long as you have 1, if the other one has nobody, we're done.
Yep.
So I think the first ones in are going to be. I think they're going to be. See, this is a dream for me. So if I lose, I lose, but I don't care. I'm going to say Powerhouse Hobbs and Keith Lee.
I just said that. That's really what I just said.
Who'd you say?
I said Hobbs and Lee.
Oh, God damn it!
So,
for sake of it, I'll just have to.
All right. So who do you think the third person coming in is?
It's obviously going to be Ricky Starks.
God damn it!
No, come on, man. All right. Who you got fourth?
Orange Cassidy.
I'm going to say it was going to be Wardlow. I don't think Wardlow's coming out 5th. I think he's going to come out 4th.
So Starks, and then where we differ is you're saying Wardlow, and I'm going.
Because my thought is if it's
Arnold.
Christian Cage who winds up winning that match, he's not going to be the Iron Man of the match. I feel like they're going to bring him in second to last because he's older.
But you're
He'll get
saying
his- he'll
Orange
get
would be
his
the
shit in and
final
call it a
entrant
day.
then.
Huh?
You're saying Orange would be the final entrant then.
No, I mean like the final entrant's going to be the secret.
Well, no, because so you still
Second
have
to secret.
Orange and either Christian or Ethan Page to come in next.
Whatever I'm saying is, I think Christian's going to be second to last. As in, like, last is the secret guy. Christian's right before.
So you're
him.
saying Christian's winning
Orange
and
will
you're
be
giving
right
it to
before him.
Christian.
Yeah.
And then you're saying that Orange Cassidy comes in last. And then the secret person.
No. Reverse Orange and Christian.
You
So
said you don't want
sixth-
Christian to come in last. Christian to be the
He's
sixth
last.
guy.
No, I want him to come in last.
Oh, okay. Got you.
And then secret guy.
Orange. And I'm going Orange. I don't know if they do it in threes or twos or just one-on-one.
No, I think it's one because it's not enough.
I'm going Orange.
It's not like the battle royals
Ward,
with the
Christian.
card.
So I have Christian last as well, but I have Wardlow and Orange Cassidy flip with you. That's the difference.
Okay. Then we got to hope the order turns out in our favor.
If either of us are anywhere near accurate on this, I will die.
If we don't, what we're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to become interim champion.
Same as carrying two belts. We might as well carry two
Or
belts at this
just
point.
hold belts until we figure something out.
It's a
Then
tiebreaker.
we'll have like an ultimate.
Hey, we only have 2 months to the next pay-per-view. That's fine. I mean,
Yeah, then we'll
do
both
what we
hold
gotta
belts
do.
for 2 months. It's not big. I am okay.
So those are our predictions. One of us is going to be a champ, or we are both tied for the champ, or I automatically lose because Statlander and Wardlow just destroy everybody.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
there's also that factor. I just was throwing it out there as a caveat that if Layla does win and Wardlow wins because Ethan Page wins tonight, then that would make it a tie. So I just want to throw it out there so we had a tiebreaker just in case of the opportunity.
All right,
So
I agree.
Pierce, we're both saying Cesaro is coming out on Sunday night.
Yeah, there will be a
both saying
Claudio.
That Hook is going to put on a great match and kick out of a diamond cutter. So we're telling you what the show is going to look like. If Tony Khan has it that way, it has it that way. If he doesn't, I'm still excited for this pay-per-view. It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be absolutely fantastic.
They're
I'm
coming off
more
of
than
Bad
thrilled to see what
Revolution
goes on here.
last year. So they got a lot in on this one, but they got a lot of great matches booked in this card.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see a lot. I think we're going to see good. I think we're going to see it's still going to be a 3-hour show. No ends if it's about about. I feel like or
Midnight
4-hour
that
show. Sorry,
you will still be
it'll
staring at
still
her.
probably be an 8-hour show. I think the shortest match on the card will probably be that Jade Cargill Ty Conti match.
Yeah, I think
I'll
it's
make
going to
guess.
be pretty quick.
I don't think it'll be super quick. I think it'll definitely be the shortest match on the card.
Oh, without doubt.
But we'll see. I mean, I think one of the longer matches minus the title match will probably be that 3-way tag match. If any,
It's going to be. I feel like that's very much potential match of the night.
Yeah, that
the Bucks-
listen, that CM Punk match is probably match of the night. It's got a great expectation of match of the night.
There's
as
going to
well.
be multiple matches. This sucks. They're all so good, which is so nice.
It's
to
great.
know. So
Like they're all superstars in their own right. So I feel like, and I'm not taking anything away from that Ty Conti and Jade match, but that out of all the matches, that will probably be one of the. And I say worst as it'll still be a
because
great match.
I think with Jade, they're just going.
It'll-
They're trying to run her through people, and then like there's going to be somebody, whether they come in or they build up, who's going to be like the Clash of Titans kind of thing,
Mhm.
where it's going to be like, oh, I really don't know who's winning this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, but for the meantime, it's just going to be her ending people quick, and for the most part, quick. But like she has been taking more bumps recently.
Let's say Ruby. That Ruby match
Like,
was a solid
Until
long
somebody
match in that one.
like it's going to be somebody where you go, oh, that's clearly possible. You know,
Yep.
like so we'll see. We will see. But yeah, guys, this was our let's get out of here, I guess, right?
AEW Revolution prediction show. We
Yes.
appreciate you all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yes.
As we like to say here on the channel. And we
Do
will
that.
see you for Rampage tonight. One of us or tomorrow, maybe.
Rampage.
Probably tonight, though.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we will keep you posted. Someone
right.
will be here to do a Rampage thing later on.
it
Okay.
will be.
Okay.
So,
But yeah, guys, until next time, guys, enjoy Rampage, enjoy the pay-per-view, enjoy AEW Revolution Sunday at 7, I
30.
think.
7:30 is the pre-show.
Is the buy-in. And
Yep.
if you guys have a chance, go watch the Pat McAfee show yesterday. He had Vince McMahon on.
Yo,
Thoroughly enthralling.
you could talk about that in the news show, but I was just
Amazing.
dead weight. Dead weight was the word he used.
Amazing.
Just putting it out
Dude
there.
doesn't give a shit. And I don't blame him for it. He's a godzillionaire. So, but yeah, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Me and Ryan are very thankful for everybody who tune in and who view and who like and continue to comment and stuff. We like replying to it. So, all right, guys, until next time, we will see you with Rampage tonight.